Life, whatever it is we do, either lives with us or lives after us. And it is believed that for every individual, we must leave positive footprints on the sands of time. This is what we preach as we welcome you to another lovely time on Executive Discourse. That program that seeks to celebrate individuals who have actually left positive footprints on the sands of time. Today I have with me a delectable woman. You wouldn't believe her age because she wears her age very, very well. She is somebody who became a Nigerian by marriage, and she has so ingrained herself into the society that you wouldn't believe that she wasn't actually born on the soil of Nigeria. Please join me as we welcome to Executive Discuss a woman who believes in doing good at all times and who believes in impacting the society and the young ones positively. Dr. Chief Mrs. Opral Mason Benson, OON, the Yaogi of Lagos and the Atoloye of Ile-Ife. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's good to have you here with us on the show.
Thank you very much.
Finally, I get to sit with you.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know that you became a Nigerian by marriage, so you were not born here in Nigeria.
No, I was not.
Take us through your early years. Where were you born? What kind of parentage and upbringing did you have?
I was born in Liberia. There's a little town called Arthington, Arthington, Arthington. It's about an hour's drive out of Monrovia, the capital, but it's a small place. And I was born to a family of 7 children. I was born in February 1935, the 7th of February. And I had 6 brothers and sisters. 5 of them have passed away.
Wow.
And there's only 2 of us remaining of my original family. One is in the US, and I'm in Nigeria.
Wow.
The rest of them, God has called them. So here I am,
Their souls.
part of you all Nigerians, and I'm glad to be part of you. Thank you.
Fantastic. What schools did you attend? I'm sure you had your early years, as you said, in Liberia. So tell us about the schools you attended.
I attended a first school. It's called Arthington Central School. It's a school that was run by my late auntie. And this is a school that most young people wanted to go to. So I did my early education in that school. And after I left there, because Arthington didn't have a secondary school, I went to Monrovia, Liberia, where I stayed with one of my sisters who had gotten married in Monrovia. And I went to a place called College of West Africa that was run by American organization from the US. They came to Liberia, joined with some Liberians, and established the College of West Africa. We all call it CWA. It was a very popular organization. And if you went to that school, you learned well, you did well, you were respected. So I went to College of West Africa. After that, when I finished with the secondary school, I went to the University of Liberia, and I was there for a few years. After I left the University of Liberia, I came to Nigeria. And the rest is part of the history.
Yes, part of the history. Now, I learned something reading about you, your name, Opral. I know that originally the name was not Opral. I learned from a little bird that it was something else.
Where in the world did you learn this? Wow. You mean there's some things about me that I don't know?
Well,
I was named Opal, O-P-A-L. It didn't have an R in it. Because my father and my mother liked that name Opal. It sounded so beautiful to them.
A gem.
But I didn't like it because I thought that Opal sounds flat. Doesn't sound like anything. So as I was in secondary school, before I even left, I just added an R, that's all. And I changed Opal to Opral.
Opera.
I had an auntie that very liked the word Opal, and she had been studying in the USA. And so she had encouraged them to give me that name Opal. But I changed my name. I just put R in it, Opral, and I've been Opal since then. They did not object to that, so I'm Opal. I thought Opal sounded better than Opal, you know.
Wow. Even knowing that opal is, a precious stone?
Yes, I just wasn't born a precious stone. I wanted to be Opal.
You wanted to be Opal.
So there was no other thing I knew that was named Opal, but I decided to call myself Opal. Nobody objected, so until today I'm still Opal.
Yes, you're still Opera, and that's a beautiful name, I must say. Now you moved to Nigeria. I know that you were married to the late Chief T.O.S. Benson of blessed memory. How and when did you meet?
Well, let me trace my head back. I met Chief T.O.S. Benson when he came to Liberia for a conference. Chief T.O.S. Benson was the first independent Nigeria Minister of Information and Broadcasting. And he traveled a lot in the interest of Nigeria. And he came to Liberia for a meeting. And that was where I met him. He liked me and I liked him. And at that time, he wanted to be part of what Liberia was doing. And I saw Nigeria as a big, wonderful country that I won't mind visiting. So he invited me here on a visit. And I came to visit Nigeria. And after the visit, we decided to fall in love with each other.
Okay. It was after the visit you decided to fall in love?
After we met in Liberia, we decided to come to Nigeria. And he just, he just made me
He swept you off your feet?
Oh, yes. He swept me off my feet. And I came to Nigeria and we got married. And I've been in Nigeria since then.
Looking at you, you were quite a young lady when you met your husband. And moving away from Liberia, your home country, to come to Nigeria, which of course you considered, and which is a big country. What was it that gave you that confidence? What was it that gave you that, well, some people would call it impetus, to come all the way from Liberia to Nigeria, where you do not have any of your immediate family members?
Really, it was my late husband that gave me that confidence, because we became so attached to each other. And he guaranteed that if I'm in Nigeria, I would be well looked after. He will make sure I don't have any problems, that I get along very well. And I discussed it with my family. They decided to let me decide what I wanted to do. He discussed it with his friends and family here, because he was a very outgoing type of person. And we agreed that I would come to Nigeria. And I saw Nigeria as a very big country, a place that I could learn more, I could do more, I could be more. I didn't have any problem with coming to Nigeria, but I meant to stay in touch with Liberia and with my family. And that I did. So I came to Nigeria, and we got along okay. I love the country loved me.
Fantastic. Have you ever had any cause for regrets coming to Nigeria?
No, I have not had any cause for regret. I've been through a lot of things in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you see the good, you see the bad, you see the ugly. I've seen all of it. And I don't think there's any reason why I should regret coming here. I haven't lost anything. I've gained a lot. Nigerians have taken me into their fold. They have given me a lot of acceptances over all kinds of things. I've been made a chief about 6 or 7 times in Nigeria. I have worked in Nigeria. I worked at the University of Lagos, directing students. I was director of Students Affairs for quite some time. I've worked in many organizations. I established my own business because I was interested in the beauty world. So I established a beauty business, and I was training young women and men in the beauty industry. I started a company called Chic Afrique because I wanted Africa to be part of it. And in Chic Afrique, I was going between Liberia and Nigeria. I was training people, and I was learning to organize events, activities, which we did in Chic Afrique. Then after I opened the Opral Benson Beauty Training Institute, they cooperated with Chic Afrique, and together I worked as a team with that company, the Chic Afrique, the Opral Benson Beauty Training Institute. And then later on, because I had done very well in Nigeria, and because I was well accepted here, and I've been made a chief here, and I had so many friends here, I had family. My husband had children that I brought up, that are grown children today in different places. And I have one born daughter, and my husband had 7 children.
Wow.
So we have all been loving to each other. And as a result of that, I think I found myself well situated
in Nigeria.
Wow. Nigeria is a wonderful country, and I hope it's appreciated by so many people, both in and out of this country, and I'm sure that it will. So after I have done very well and have been accepted by both countries, the Liberian government decided to appoint me as a counselor for Liberia, because many Liberians moved to Nigeria on their own. Some are doing business, some are employed in different places. So I was made a consul for Liberia in Nigeria, which I am now.
Wow, that's interesting.
I think I'm talking too much.
No, you're not. I mean, I'm enjoying listening to you, really. I've
almost finished everything. Anyway.
No, you have not.
Yes,
no, you have not, ma'am. Looking at you, obviously you have had a good time in Nigeria, and I know that, just as you said, you had this interest, and you still do have an interest in beauty and fashion.
Yes, I do.
Now, looking at the Opral Benson Institute of Beauty, can you quickly tell us What exactly, what area of beauty and fashion the Institute looks out for?
Well, we don't really do fashion in other clothes. We don't make fashion clothes and design. Well, we tell our students what they should wear, how they should dress and all of that. But in the beauty industry, we decided to really make beauty products, which I was connected with a company called Johnson Products.
Okay.
They have now closed down, but they were from Chicago, Illinois, and they had a factory in Nigeria. Yes, and I was once a staff at Johnson Products.
Yes.
So we'll learn how to make beauty products that will be good for the body, for the face, for the everything.
Yeah, and I see that on your face. Your face
Well,
is so
my
smooth.
face it didn't take part. I was too busy to look after my face.
But your face is so smooth.
But I kept hoping that young ladies would understand and appreciate beauty like you are. See, I don't know what beauty products you use, but looking at you, I can see that you haven't just given up on beauty.
Well, I mean, I can't be coming to speak with someone like you and give up on beauty.
That much I can see. That you have to teach me at this old age
Okay.
how to look beautiful again.
I'm sure our viewers will have a word or two to say about that if I am the one teaching, because I'm actually here to learn.
You teach now. Sometimes you learn, sometimes you teach. When I was your age, I was teaching, but now I need to learn.
Oh, okay.
Because,
okay, I'm sure we'll talk
they're
about
taking
that.
over everything and they know how to learn. Yes.
All right, but I must say, I mean, your age really sits well on you. Who will
think
believe
so?
that? Yes, who will believe? Viewers,
look my
can
age?
you ever believe she's an 85-year-old damsel that I have
Of
here?
course they have seen they don't make these young men don't tell you the truth. Of
No,
course they have
but I
seen it.
mean, it's the truth. You don't look
I
your
will
age.
soon
Your
be
age
86.
6.
I'm looking forward to it.
Can
In
you beat that?
another 3 months I'll be 86.
Wow. Your age really sits well on you, I must say, ma'am. Now, coming back to your life in Nigeria, you said it yourself that your husband had other children apart from the one that you had. So it was a bit of like a polygamous family to an extent, if I got it right. How easy was it for you to fit into that family? I'm sure you had a lot of support from your husband.
Well, of course I did, but it wasn't a question of fitting into. They were fitting into me because those children lived with me. I brought them up with my husband. The children was given to my husband. We brought them up.
Wow.
And I think I saw them as my children, so I worked along with them. And we worked together, we fitted together, we sent them to school, we looked after them. And at the end of the day, you couldn't tell that their mothers were some other place. So I didn't really have a problem with that at all.
Fantastic. You have been made a chief over and over again in Nigeria, but one that really stands out for me, and which still brings us back to the issue of beauty, the Iyalge of Lagos. Yes.
Well, I don't know about beauty. I don't see it. I mean, when I was made a Iyalge of Lagos, I was really promoting beauty.
You were promoting
I was
beauty
working
and
in a
you.
beauty company. I had a beauty school, and I was just interested in beauty. I think people should try to look the best that they can to help themselves and to help others, so that one day they will look like you are looking, you know.
Yes, and so that I would also look like you when I'm your age.
You don't have a beauty school?
I don't have one.
But you went someplace to learn beauty. You must have done something, because you just can't be beautiful like this on your own. Somebody taught you something.
Now, what do I do with my guest today on the show? Because she's all about flattering me, whereas she is the one, I mean, who's looking so beautiful at her age.
Are you kidding?
Not kidding at all.
Nobody has told me I look beautiful. I mean, I look okay for my age, yes, but beautiful is another word.
No,
you know?
beautiful at your
Beautiful
age,
is
yes,
another
you do.
word.
Beautiful at your age, I must say you are.
Thank
the
you.
Iyalge of Lagos, was it just about promoting beauty, or was it because I've heard, I've spoken to some people who told me, well, that they believe you were made the Iyalge of Lagos because you were a woman who set yourself apart. You had panache, you had taste, you had quality. So please tell us about this, the Iyalge of Lagos.
I think that it was for other people, not myself, to identify those things. But I tried to do the best that I could, you know. I tried to be as acceptable to the public when I went out. What I wore, how I dressed myself, people that were friends of mine, I helped them to be able to look nice as well. And this is why I went into the beauty industry, because I was making beauty products with Johnson Products of Nigeria. And I wanted to see that beauticians are people that are respected. Beauticians are people that make you look better, and when you look better, you feel better. You feel confident about yourself. You have a lot of security within inward security, because you know that you're beautiful. And I wanted to do that. And you'd be surprised to find that many young men came to my beauty school. They weren't doing their faces or nothing like that, but they were doing hairdressing.
They
learned how to do hair.
Wow.
Yes, some of the men were interested in the beauty industry, and they went into hairdressing to be able to make women look nice with their hairs.
Yes.
And I think that today you will find that quite a few men have beauty salons.
Yes, they
which
do.
make hair, and they do facials and other things. So it means that beauty is something which is accepted and encouraged by both male and female. It's not a profession that you set aside and say, okay, this is for women, men mustn't come, or this is for men, women shouldn't come. It's for both. And I think in Nigeria that has been appreciated and it has been practiced.
And I guess that was what that was part of what the late Oba of Lagos, Adeyinka Oyekon.
Yes, of course, yes. That was part of what it was, yes. That was how I got that title, Yaoke of Lagos.
Yaoke
Yes,
of
somebody
Lagos.
who's promoting beauty and who's beautiful at that time.
Now, as an aside, because you mentioned something that's very key here about men in the beauty industry, I've discovered over time that it looks like the men are better hairdressers, hair makers than women. Is there any secret to this, or were there things you taught the men that the women did not know about?
Of course not. And I'm not even sure I agree that the men are better than the women. Some people say so, but I don't want to give the men that type of promotion. No.
No, but really, they take
some
their
women
time.
are good, some men are good. Some women are not good, some men are not good. It depends upon the individual and how you put yourself into your profession.
Okay. Okay, well, that's your take on it. Coming back to your activities here in Nigeria, at the Liberian Council, what exactly does your duty there entail?
Well, actually,
as the honorary consul
as
of
I've
Liberia.
said, Nigeria is a big place, and the embassy of Liberia is in Abuja. The government of Liberia wanted somebody who was on the ground in Lagos and who could be able to look after Liberian interests if anything should arise in Lagos.
Okay.
And so they appointed me as a consular to be able to look after anything that might be Liberian needs, Liberian orientated, Liberian students, Liberian staff. So you have got quite a few Liberians who left their country, like I did.
Yes.
And came here, and they're doing various things. So there is a Liberian organization, and I interact with them.
Okay.
If they have problems or so in Nigeria, they want me to help them to settle, they come to me. If there's something they want to do, they come to me for advice. So all I do is to keep in touch and make sure that Liberians are getting along okay. I'm not expected to have a day-to-day running office experience or office work for the consulate.
Okay.
But the consulate is on the ground to be able to help whenever it's due. So if there's something the government or the individual will want to do with Nigeria and they think that I'm in a position to help, they get in touch with me. Because they know that apart from my appointment with them,
yes,
I do know Nigerians, and I can able to interact with them and give Liberia whatever help they might need. So this is what the consulate thing is all about.
Interesting. Liberia is a country that, of course, we know was really impacted by a civil war. I mean, quite some years of civil war. Looking at how the country has been able to come out of the civil war and for Liberian indigenes, Liberian citizens, how has this affected the people of Liberia? And how are Liberians, from what you know, since you have family members way back there, how are they rising from the ashes of the war?
What I think is that there's an ambassador in in Nigeria who is assigned to Abuja. There's an office in Abuja. And they deal with all of these things which the war has done or has not done to Liberia. So I don't want to get into his own activities very much because he is the one who is really organized and know what is happening really. But I think that from what I see, Liberia suffered a lot of disruption and distortion during that war. Lost many lives and so many things happened. But I think that now people are beginning to recover and they're beginning to see that the war is behind them and you have got to move forward. So I can see Liberia making a bit of a positive move at this time and going forward. I don't want to go into the details of the war because number one, I wasn't there, and number two, the ambassador in Abuja knows much more than I do about what happened. But it was such a pity that that thing should have happened in a country like Liberia that so loved each other. And we all regretted it to such a big extent. Lots of lives were lost, lots of friends were lost. But I think that now Liberia is quiet and it's beginning to feel that it's a country that should look after itself and its people. And this is what is happening now. I would like to thank the Liberians on the ground for all that they are doing and to say that Liberia will continue to be one of the high spots of Africa, of West Africa, because I think it was in the past and I think it will be in the future.
Hopefully it should be. It should be. Now, you've been in Nigeria for quite a while. I mean, you've spent, I guess, the major part of your life here. Taking a look at Nigeria, the Nigeria you met when you came, and the Nigeria that we have today. What's your take on our situation here?
I can say that from all that has happened in Nigeria, especially as it was a nice peaceful country in those days, and what is happening now is a big difference. But I hope that it will be able to change for the better. I think it all depends upon who are those persons elected into office to run Nigeria, so that we do not have a lot of negative things happening. I think that government should put its attention on how to help and develop the youth so that lots of the problems that have been happening in Nigeria can no longer happen. It used to be a peaceful country, a loving country, but it's not that way today. So many people, especially younger people, are not understanding that this country, being what it is in Africa, can really move Africa and help to move the world. Now is the time for Nigerians, all of us who can help, to put hands together and to do as much as we can to make Nigeria the country that it was meant to be in the days of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Joe S. Benson, and those type of people. That's what I believe. But I don't think that it's negative all the time. I think that it's going to change. I believe that it's going to change back to what we used to be and discover why Nigeria was actually set up as it was. With such a big country and so many people, there's no reason why we shouldn't be leading in a positive manner. That's what I believe. And I will do whatever I can in my old age and my little ways to see how I can help that.
Exactly.
Especially with the young people.
Exactly. Now, this brings me to your passion for women and your passion for the young. Because over the years, you're
For women and for what?
For the young ones.
The young ones.
Yes,
okay.
And women. Over the years, you've been known to be involved in a lot of activities and organizations, even set up a foundation at a time. What exactly is it that gave rise to this special love and attention for helping the youth and women?
Well, it's the same thing that I'm saying now. You believe in the youth. I believe in the youth. I believe the youth can do things if they are called to do so, if they know what to do, if they come up and be brought up in a positive manner, if you don't see a lot of negative things happening, if they have parents and groups who can bring them together. And I think that what I've just said to you, this is one of the ways that we can do it. We can organize youth groups, and there are many groups on the ground, Many of them are looking for financial support. Those who can support should go ahead and do it. Many need to be advised. You can give advice. You can have lectures. You can have meetings with them. You can organize them. Some of them need help, financial help. Wherever there's possibility, you can try to do that. And I think that with the youth getting that type of attention, Nigeria is definitely going to be better, because you need these young people to be able to move the country forward. And instead of condemning them all the time, as some people do, you can sometimes sympathize with what they have done, understand why they have gone a negative way, caution them if we continue to do that, and bring them closer to understanding what the country is all about. And that's what I think some of the governors, some of the organizations are going to do from now on, because I've heard them say that.
Okay. Now, on a lighter note, I know that, yes, like we have said over and over again, you've spent quite a lot of time in Nigeria, and so you saw the fashion and beauty industry evolve in Nigeria from the 60s to the 70s, 80s, and up to where we are today. How well or otherwise have we evolved in the area of fashion, beauty and fashion in Nigeria? What's the fashion? What was the fashion like back then, and where are we today?
When you say we,
as a nation,
involved,
as a people,
who? Like yourself, very much involved. Very much involved. I think that the fashion industry has grown. I think the fashion industry has been appreciated. I think there are many young people today who go for fashion. And it's not a throwaway thing like people used to think in those days. Look at you. You're beautiful. So the beauty industry have grown. And I think that if we continue to give it our support, our understanding especially, that it will continue to grow forward. The fashion industry, I think, can grow further than what it has grown now.
okay.
There's still lots of possibilities. And if we get ourselves involved and don't think that, oh, fashion is one of those things that's set out to make you feel special or something. It's also an interest for women and for men to see that doing this, you can really make a way for people to earn income, for you to look better, for you to feel better, and to be part of the whole growth of the country. And I appreciate those who have taken it seriously. Seriously. Seriously.
There she goes again.
Seriously.
Seriously, seriously. All right.
God, fashion is something which we shouldn't just throw away. We should be part of it. And we shouldn't look down on it as though, you know, it's just push it aside. No, we shouldn't. We should bring it up as much as possible. It has been coming up, but I think there's still more that can be done if more people are interested and understand what it's all about.
What it's all about. You got married to a very sociable man, a man who loved being around people and people loved being around him. I wouldn't know if it was his lifestyle that rubbed off on you, but I know that you've also been a very sociable woman. I mean, and you love to, I see you at social functions.
You do?
Yes, I do. And
I haven't been going to many recently.
Yes, you haven't been going to many recently, but I mean, in the years, you used to attend a lot of functions. Was it a function of your husband being a sociable person, or you also liked to be
Really,
at
I think
social
both of
events?
us.
Okay.
And this is part of the reason why we were together.
Oh.
He was a sociable person. He liked social. I was a sociable person. Two of us got together very much, and we agreed on that point. And this is why he never stopped me when I was going into the fashion industry and beauty and all of that. And he himself liked to interact with people. He was a person that actually reached out to organizations and to people, and he liked to see things well. So I think that those who contributed were not him, not me, it was us as a group.
As a group. Looking at you, of course, I know that your schedule used to be busier, but you've slowed down a bit. Take us through what your day now is like. What does your day entail?
Well, actually, I think that as you grow older, you should be able to relax more. Sometimes it's very boring. if you don't have something to do in a day, like sometimes these days I feel very bored doing nothing. But there are certain things that you can do and certain things you cannot do. You don't have as much energy as you used to have before. And you thank God that you're still able to get around and move around. Many people your age cannot do it. But I'm able to get around and move around. But I have been able to reduce the activities. I go to some organizations that are doing things. Yesterday I went to something where I was the mother of the day. Last week I went to something. But I sort of select the things I'm going to do. And I want to make sure that whatever I do is something that's going to be useful and helpful to other individuals, both the young and the elderly. And that's what I do. So sometimes I feel bored and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't go to office 5 days a week like I used to. I have reduced my time. But if I have something special to do, or a group want to see me, or there's a meeting I have to hold, like I'm doing tomorrow, I'll go. And if there's nothing I have to do, I'll stay at home and read the newspapers and read magazines and whatever. But that can be very boring.
Yes, you keep saying that.
You're in your house and most of your activities are centered around a few things. Your family are living in their own homes, their own families, everybody have got their own go out. And so apart from coming to visit you and going back out, you are just here. And sometimes you think that, why am I sitting here? Let me just go out. And sometimes I just drive around Lagos, run into the traffic and all of that, and come back home.
And come back
home. At least it keeps you busy.
Yes.
And I like to be busy. Yeah, so I think that for me is something which I can really say I appreciate, that I have been able to see so many things. I've done so many things. I've gone to many places, nationally, internationally. I've made friends. I have people that are friendly with me. They call me from Europe, they call me from London, they call me from New York. We talk on the telephone. And I haven't been anywhere for a while due to the COVID-19. But when everything is all over, I intend to travel out and just have a nice holiday. So that's part of what makes me feel okay.
Intelligent, sharp, friendly, understanding, easy to get along with, or has been through the years, and pleasant, a nice person as a mother and as a person. She was a nice mother to have because she was pretty, popular in the early days, and we relocated to Lagos, that. I came here at 13, she came here before me. And having her as a mother here was very interesting because she was a bit of an exotic personality. And of course, one always felt proud to have an attractive mother who was easy to get along with.
Mama was or is Liberian born with an American training. So the home was very Americanized. It wasn't, although our father is a staunch Ikorodu Yoruba man, there wasn't the traditional Yoruba upbringing at home. So it's almost like the fairy tale it was like a fairy tale of many children running all over the house. Father away in politics most of the time, and she had to do all the work, from doing school runs to lunch, dinners, Sundays, baking, hospitals, travel, what every woman does, but most women do it with 2 or 3 children. And she had 11 children, cousins, all relatives, just a house full of children.
She has this work ethic that is impeccable, is comparable to any other person I've ever met. So I guess her having that work ethic is one thing that drives her, because you see her wake up every morning, leave from Oniru to Yaba to her beauty school. So I guess for the young people, when you see someone of that age still able to work, wake up every morning, go to the office, I guess that's setting a good example for the younger ones. So I'll say our work ethic really has impacted her younger workers. Even me, has impacted me too. So
You're 85, in fact, knocking on the door of 86 now.
Exactly, knocking on the door.
Yes, by the special grace of God. And I'm wondering what has been your staying power? What has kept you going? Especially when you look at the lifespan of Nigerians, where you have a lot of Nigerians, you know, who do not get to live to the age that you are today. What is it that has kept you going all of these years?
Well, I think God is part of it because He hasn't called me to heaven yet.
Yes.
So that's part of what has kept me going. And another part of it is knowing that I'm appreciated by some people. Some of them are people that I have worked with. Some are people I have known. And some are people that I can still help today that I have in my school and in my office. And what has kept me going is feeling confident that I'm able to contribute in whatever way I can to the life of other people. And I use that as a way of moving forward. What can I do today? How will that help this person? How will I feel if I did this, if I feel that? And Nigeria is a place where so many people reach out to you. So they keep you thinking and wondering whether or not you're part of everybody. You don't think that because I'm just here sitting down, I'm almost 86, nobody's going to contact you. No. You get a letter of requests all the time. Please come and do this. Please come and declare this thing open. Please come and be our chair. So all of these activities keep me going, and it makes me feel happy. I was Mother of the Day yesterday, as I said, to the Karma meeting. And there are so many other times I go out to things and I do things. And people appreciate me, and I appreciate all people. And I learn to move around with the younger people whenever the school is on. It's been off because of the COVID-19. But you see a lot of young people coming in to ask you different things and all of that. And all of that make you feel as though I'm still useful. And as long as your health is on the ground and it's okay, and people are interacting with you, then you don't have any need to feel sorry for yourself.
You don't have a need to feel sorry for yourself, but you lost your husband several years ago. And I look at you, you have stood tall, you have remained strong and firm, you've made success of your life, even in the absence of your husband. How were you able to do this?
Well, I didn't have much of a choice, did I? I had to just do that. I just carried on with not having a husband. I haven't had one. I haven't had anybody I could call a husband or anywhere near a husband. But I think that I wanted to live up to the expectations which he had of me, up to the expectations which the children have. I wanted to help children and grandchildren whenever you could. And I think that I have used that as an opportunity to keep myself going and to keep myself occupied and to be happy. That's all I think I could do. I couldn't do anything more. When you're here, you haven't gone yet. So what can you do? You must be interactive. And I think I have been interactive. And this is why people still remember that I'm alive.
She's very quiet, very reserved, follows the path of least resistance. She uses one word. She would say, I know what you're going to say. I'm lackadaisical. Like, I don't really care. And I'll say, yes, you are. You know, you need to be more pushful. But she's just a very gentle soul. She doesn't, nothing rattles her. If she's upset, she would bottle it in. She would just, you know, that silence. She'd just be silent. We've never, ever seen or heard her in 60 years raise her voice on anything. So that's how she has been in her 20s, and that's how she is now in her mid-80s. She still has that character. She has tried to, well, not that she's tried, she has lived up to her reputation as being very stylish. You wouldn't catch her unawares. Although these days now, she's beginning to like not so care so much, and I tell her, you know, oh, go and change this, go and she say, oh, leave me alone, I'm 80, you know, I'll be 86, nobody cares about how I'm dressing, but like when she's in a good mood, it comes back. So it hasn't left. It's just, that's just who she is. and she likes beautiful things and everybody around her to be beautiful, well made up, well adorned.
She's a mother. She's an epitome of knowledge, patience. She's a role model. She's so humble. She's so kind, so vast in experience. If I say she has seen it all, it's an understatement. I haven't seen her being annoyed. I haven't seen her being angry, even to the lowest staff. She would rather say, please, can you do this for me? What she has rights to all the people to do. She won't look into that. Rather, she will plead with you. And if you don't do it, funny enough, she will say, Koburu Kobaje. You know, that, okay, if that is the way you want it, it's okay.
We call her Mama, and then we relate with her as our mother. She takes everybody like his or her child. She's simple. She doesn't shout at people. She relates with even the other workers, the office workers, you know, the messengers, as I will put them. Mama respects individuality. That is her.
I can describe Mama as a legend, a great woman, a woman of substance, and she is a hero. She is a mother of all people. She don't like problem. She's a peaceful woman.
You love to dance.
I used to. I don't know whether I can still dance.
So do we play some music and see if you can still dance?
Have you got a partner, or will you partner me?
I'll partner you.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, even my cameraman wants to play some music for us to dance now.
If the cameraman have music and you want to dance, go ahead and dance. You're the kind of person who can dance anyway. And if I miss a step, you can teach me what to do.
Oh, I'm sure you would have a few steps to teach me as well.
No. My steps are the old-fashioned steps. Yours are the modern ones.
Wow, fantastic. Opral Mason Benson. I look at you and I still say it again. Your years sit very well on you.
Your what?
Your years,
My
your
years?
age sits very well on you.
Well, thank you very much for telling me. I will take your word for you and I try to
Please take
remember that.
Yes, please take my
And
word
if your
for
word is not correct, you'll be in trouble with me.
it. I tell you, your years sit very
I'll
well
come
on
and look
you.
for you if it doesn't work out.
Yes, please, you
I'll
look
say
for
you
me.
told me I was all right and I'm not all right. So.
Well, I tell you, you are all right.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, of course, everyone has a terminal date. We would all leave this world at some point in time. What would you want to be remembered for?
Well, I think, come to think about it, I would want to be remembered as being a person who loved other people, who loved young people, who interacted with people, and who gave herself the opportunity to be part of whatever or whoever interacted with her. Like to be remembered for being not what you call a naughty person, not a lazy person, a person who has got life expectancy and who can really move forward and who think positively. I believe that I'm a positive person. I don't want to be negative. And there are a lot of things that I could think about that would make me a negative person. And I say, because of this, I don't want to do that, because of that. But I'm not that kind of person. I want to believe that anything that happened that was not right or I didn't think was good, I let it pass. And I go forward and move on. And I think this is what has kept me going. And I hope it will continue to keep me until I'm gone.
Amen.
Amen.
Finally, my last question to you on the program today. You've spoken glowingly of Nigeria. You're definitely in love with this country.
Very much so.
Your words of advice to the leaders, to the led, the young, the old, your words of advice to us, having seen Nigeria at a time when we just came out of independence and where we are today. Please give us some words of advice.
Well, my words of advice is that Nigeria is a country that has been created for the purpose of helping individuals especially the black race, especially Africa, especially men, women, and children. And I think we are really there on the ground to make our interests and our feelings felt in a positive manner. My word is that love one another, don't keep hatred, don't keep anger, be able to organize yourself in such a way where you can interact with one another in a very positive and a loving way. Try to be nice, try to be kind, be humble, don't be pushed forward and think that you're so much better than the other. If you're so high, bring yourself to a lower capacity and interact, reach out, and make sure that you can make your contributions towards making Nigeria the country that it was meant to be in those days way back of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and the rest of them. I think that at the end of the day, wherever they are, they'll be very proud of Nigeria and Nigerians. And I think this country is here to stay. It's not going anywhere because we're all here and because the individuals are here and because it's a big country, it's not going anywhere. So why not just contribute the best you can in a very nice way so that you can be kind, be considerate, be loving, be understanding, and bring everybody together. When you see things falling apart, try to do what you can to bring it together, to make sure that at the end of the day, you have contributed to the development of this country, to the lives of the individuals, including the young ones. I'm very much interested in the young ones because if they get the right type of understanding and the right type of bringing at a young age, they'll carry it up to their older age. That's what I think we should all do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a
Continue
pleasure
to look
speaking
like you
with
are.
And thank you too for looking good. Thank you for allowing us into your home.
You're very welcome to my home at any time.
Thank you so much.
And if coming here will make me look like you, please continue to
Yes,
come.
please. I'm sure coming here will make me look like her, even at her age.
Try to make me look like you. I want to look like you. So tell me what I should do. I want to look like you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
God
for
bless
coming.
you.
God bless you too.
Amen. I have been speaking with a woman who appreciates life, who appreciates Nigeria and appreciates Nigerians as a people, because really she has felt so much at home with us and she's one of us. She is here to stay. And as she said in her own words, Nigeria is here to stay because the people are here and it is such a big country. So we must, in our own little way, contribute to the further growth and development of Nigeria. The program has been executive discussed and I have been speaking with Dr. Chief Mrs. Opral Mason Benson, the Yaogi of Lagos. As I always tell you, these are the kind of people that we celebrate on this program week in, week out. Join us again same time next week when we'll be unveiling to you another beautiful individual. Incidentally, she is a beautiful woman, even at the age of 86. God bless her. God bless you all, our esteemed viewers. Bye-bye.